Yo, welcome to this week's edition of the Wildcard Show. My name is Eric Njiro. I've got with me Venant, and this week we're doing this show at the middle of the Gameweek 3 because Man United are to play Liverpool by the time we did the recording. But a couple of things we've learned so far, 3 weeks gone in the Fantasy Premier League, and we have to look at those things. Who is working out, who is not working out, and where should we work on our teams going to Gameweek 4. Venant,
yes.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Yes. Let's start with what we've learned from game week 1 till now. And one of the things that we have to talk about is the cheap players are the ones who have the best form right now. I'm scrolling through the FPL statistics app, and I can tell you the best person who has the best form right now is from Brighton, and is Pascal Gross with 8.0.
Okay.
And he has so far 24 points. And when I also look at the players with the most points in FPL, he's still leading at 24, joined with, of course, Haaland, Harrison, Martinelli, and also the likes of Gundogan, who I talked about in the last episode. By the check out the last episode with me and Saddam. I highlighted Gundogan and the reasons as to why you should pick him. Yes, that's also something interesting. And another thing we need to talk about is Arsenal too, because Arsenal, like I said from episode 1, as a whole, it's cheap and it's full of valuable players. Martinelli has stood out. I talked about Odegaard. Odegaard gladly scored a couple.
First game though. First time he scored this season.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
And he's going to pick up from there.
You hope.
No, in kitu ishakuwa bro.
Imeandikwa wapi?
There's nothing like hoping. In kitu ishakuwa. And also, now that we want to talk about Arsenal, we have Fulham, Aston Villa.
Okay.
At home. Those are guaranteed clean sheets.
Fulham, they drew the Liverpool.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mitrovic, bro, is a better.
It's okay. It's okay. We have Zinchenko, my
but
friend.
Like you said, there's some guys who have really come up like really well, like in the last couple of weeks. Zinchenko for Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, going to Leeds. We've got
Tony,
Rodrigo,
the guy you talked about.
Ivan Tony from Brentford. I mean, Gundogan from Manchester City. And Mitrovic, Pia, he came through again for Fulham. I mean, these are some of these players who like have really like given up a couple of points in the first 3 weeks. But there are some players we've been expecting like to really have some good returns, but we've not seen that yet. I think guys are like, let's say they're getting frustrated with Mohamed Salah right now. I think if I was not a Liverpool fan, I would ship him out right now because I feel like
Salah.
Yeah, he scored only 1 goal, like in the Prem, and we've played two average teams. Like we played Fulham, we played Crystal Palace. Should be getting more points from him. KDB, I captured KDB this game week 3. And he got an assist when they played on Sunday. They played Newcastle on Sunday. The game they drew 3-3. So that means that I got only 10 points. Mohamed Salah had not played by the time we recorded. So we still have a couple of decisions to make as far as those big time players are concerned. How do you feel about Erling Haaland?
I have Haaland on my team right now. Let me just...
And Kane, I think Kane is coming through now. Kane scored again. Son is another frustration for now. I also transfer him out. It cost me so much money. And then I was like, let me give him a chance. They were playing at kickoff, I think, last week.
Yeah. With Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah.
And I was like...
You watched that game?
I think I caught like the last bit of the second half because I was driving from work to town.
Okay.
But I'm getting frustrated.
You're frustrated with him because he costs too much and you're getting too little.
Yeah, when you have Salah, Son, KDB, and probably, let's say, another big-time player.
Salah.
Yeah.
That's half of your team.
Robertson, our defense is not working properly. Robertson and Trent, they're conceding goals. So those are things that are not working. But now, like you said, these players who are not like from big clubs are really giving big points.
Yeah, and let me ask you a question regarding Liverpool. Because I see you're telling guys to sell Salah and the likes.
I'm not telling them to sell Salah. I'm telling them I'm getting frustrated. Anyway, the entire team is not performing so well. I mean, the other guys who are bringing the points, like, let's say, Luis Diaz, for us, keep the defense not bringing the points. We've not scored many goals, so I think we probably, from next week when they play on Saturday, they pick up from there. But, I mean, for the last 3 weeks, you could tell that Salah's captaincy was not like the best pick.
Let me just give you a few stats about Salah. So game week 1, as obvious, the captain has to be Salah.
Yes.
12 points.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody was happy. Game week 2, it's so evident he blanks. There is a history about Salah blanking in game week 2.
That's true.
Sir, you're to kando. Game week 3, it's United. Always scores against United. Sir, but now my question to you is, when you look at game week 4, home to Bournemouth, game week 5, home to Newcastle, game week 6, away to Everton, game week 7, home to Wolves.
That's the thing now with Salah in Liverpool. You know, you may find that we're playing those not so big teams, but he probably, like, let's say, scores 1, and then there's someone like KDB who's going to score 1 and give an assist in that game week. Or let's say, like now, Hurricane or Son in that period. And you may find that if you calculate your points, you're not getting the best returns as your peers, as your the other managers.
True.
So, and there was that period that we had last season of Mohamed Salah where he went for a long time without scoring goals. I think after Cup of Nations when Mane picked up. So I still have that feeling that we're still trying to pick up our season going. Luis Diaz may probably be scoring more points, and when Jota comes back, but for now, listen, I like Salah. I stick with him like the entire season, but at some point he frustrates me.
Okay, so I have a similar feeling, but regarding all expensive players.
Okay.
I have got Kane since game week 1, and I've been getting a goal. And for somebody who costs 11.5 million, that's too much.
Listen, we've told you the players to pick, like players from not so big clubs. St. Maximin, I saw him when he played Man City. Rodrigo from Leeds. I mean, Southampton, you can go. Mitrovic from Fulham. Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha. I told you guys about Zaha from day one. I think by now you should concentrate on those players because big-time players like Salah, Son, and the other guys, they're not really returning like big returns. But we'll be back with more. So the Premier League continues this weekend with game week 4 of the Premier League, and Man United do go to Southampton. We expect to see the new boy there, Casemiro, although we don't expect like CDMs to give you so many points. Chelsea do play Leicester City at home as Liverpool host Bournemouth, with Man City and Arsenal hosting Crystal Palace and Fulham respectively. While on Sunday we've got West Ham playing Aston Villa, while Hurricane and Son will be away at Nottingham Forest. So who is the right player to pick from game week 4? Man United, CR7 still not sure about him. Mohamed Salah, we've got Reece James from Chelsea, we've got Erling Haaland, KDB, Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus, Odegaard, all those men, and let's say Tottenham, Hurricane, and Son. Venant, how do you feel about game week 4? These are really good games, although all the big teams will play on Saturday, apart from Tottenham, who do play on Sunday at 6:30 p.m.
Sir, first and foremost, this is the last game week that the Big Six will not have any midweek game. From next week now, it's the UCLs and in. So you guys...
Oh, they're midweek games, but they're coming up like in game week 5. It's on Tuesday.
Yeah, so I say that to say this. Pep has already said he's not going to start Haaland in every game.
No.
And you know the rotation that...
Alvarez.
Yeah, so with these midweek games comes in rotation at the weekends. So in directly like start offloading these premium players from these top 6 teams, because game time will be affected when it comes to the FPL.
Okay.
Yeah,
3 players for the game week 4. Captain.
Okay, Sabasi. So Arsenal versus Fulham, Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli again. Aston Villa versus West Ham, Watkins. Brentford versus Everton, Ivan Toney. Brighton versus Leeds.
I want you to give me 3 players.
Yeah, I'm just giving. I'm giving.
Game week.
I'm almost there. Brighton versus Leeds. Trossard, Gross, Welbeck, Ikosa.
Welbeck.
Yeah, Welbeck.
To captain Welbeck.
Bro, Welbeck is playing. Assist versus United, and he's been consistent with bonus points. Liverpool or Man City, we've already talked about it. Southampton versus United, but specifically James Ward-Prowse.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you're using a wild card this week, let me just give you a template team to build up on. So with the keeper, Ramsdale or Sanchez, With the defenders, Zinchenko, Trent, or Cancelo, because of the clean sheets and the amazing fixtures. JWP, KDB, Salah, St. Maximin, you've talked about. And with when it comes to forwards, you have Watkins, Tony, Haaland, or Jesus. So just build your team around those players. You'll come up with a solid wildcard team.
So yes, game week 4, just to give you like 3 names that I think could be big as far as captain is concerned. Liverpool do play Bournemouth at home. I think Salah could become big at Anfield. Man City at home again. So KDB there, I'm Erling Haaland. While Arsenal, they look like they're the best team right now. Title contenders by there. And I think we can pick on Gabriel or Nani Odegaard. Yes. While Tottenham go away to Nottingham Forest, that's a hard one. But I think you can gamble on Harry Kane. Remember, the deadline for the game week 4 is on Saturday at 1 p.m. That is 90 minutes before Southampton take on Manchester United. Those guys are back in a week.